This is Dr. Linda Williams with a Family Moment. Are your children constantly fighting? This can create chaos in our home, but we can do something about it. We spoke last week about modeling and teaching, practicing strategies for keeping the peace. We must make time to put guidelines in place in order for change to happen. It's important to consider what we as parents may inadvertently be doing that would encourage children to argue. Playing favorites. Why? What might a parent be doing? They may favor a child over another. Perhaps they favor the child that's easygoing or easy to discipline, or does not cause you any trouble. One may favor a child because they share similar interests. Your son may like sports, or your daughter or your son not so much. One daughter may love dressing up and the other prefer not to. One child might get higher grades, which makes you look good, and the other struggle. We must separate the worth from our children's performance. Do not live vicariously through them. Let them be who they were meant to be. We don't want mini-me's. That's egocentric. It's not about us. Our children's behavior is not about making us look good or bad. It's about them learning and growing. I've seen parents correct their children because they were embarrassed, not because the child did anything wrong. We were in a restaurant waiting to order, and a child behind us accidentally bumped into something. We turned to see what the noise was, and when the father saw us turn, he yelled at the child. Accidents happen to everyone. They do not need to be addressed. The parent was embarrassed, and rather than protecting and helping his son, protected himself and embarrassed his son by yelling at him. Showing favoritism promotes rivalry. Sometimes a child being too much like their parent in temperament can cause the child not to be the favorite. It can be hard to be around a reflection of ourselves. Our children watch and listen to all the interactions in the family. Remember, children's perceptions are their reality. Be reflective and think about the interactions that you have between you and your children. Our children watch and listen to all interactions in the family. Remember, children's perceptions are their reality. Be reflective. Think about the interactions between you and your children. Do you have a favorite? Preferring one child over another destroys children and relationships. Children are smarter than we think. They pick up on the smallest things we say and do. Treating children equitably builds relationships between siblings and in the family.